This is CHARIOT.
Hello, Yama Kaga view ever CHARIOT TV point out Jumedi so Kwesiada Numre. Now him say Kwesiada do say na Kobna Mejuma Konya na point out Jumedi so and Asia. Now Bible pensing mu ana yebe jine ho. Na numre no topic ni interesting. Inti afi no aba so pe bomode na share. Bomode na share video ni. We share video no ekoto WhatsApp page. O share ekoto Facebook wall. We share ema afofra onye bone. Bomode na share video no se na be afofra betimi aba online. Bomode na invite friends. So subscribe to CHARIOT TV channel no so a. Bomode oko Facebook na o search CHARIOT TV pe eba no follow no like page no. Se na be betuma aboa na etimi reach pa bibi. No invite friends so na o betuma be like page no. Oko YouTube so a ye twam ho. YouTube oko YouTube na search CHARIOT TV pe ebe bia ba. Ebie ba ya na wa like no subscribe. Your videos e wo ho e ba begu. Media na Jonathan Mensah-Bonsu na point out dwumadi so enumre ane ye hia. Na enumre no the susu no ade ye hia ase last week into so one hwe first section no abomode na hwe very very interesting and very educative. The topic I discuss no modesty, dignity or indignity. Modesty, dignity or indignity. Ahusiesie ho asem ane ye ka. Enti ya hia ase ye pense mu ni ahwehwe ne ma bi mu. Na nsana meda osepakani a obeboa me ama betimi ati dwumadi na sene na me ka wo se so wa join yen ya point out dwumadi so on CHARIOT TV na CHARIOT TV ye dwumadi bebre a ye point out ye apologetic ye straight talk ye dwumadi bebre ye to subscribe ya bomode ne subscribe na join the CHARIOT TV family se ne be ya ye call live pe betimi nyantie na so etima join yen ana me first akonya so na makai say they need work with God or the apps sun kubi kura ba etimi boa ema ye daily devotion no etimi ekoyi na ekwa nemu na eboa nti bomode say on join ya bomode na join na download your iOS your Android so e dey aba I was download bit my boy and also na spotlight on the web almost so many materials ya piling na free the here so better download app no whether app Google Play Store or iOS well baby I be any bia no ho a obetimi aboa na so etimi asua de na e ba god sua no akoyi nti se happen wa ba so bomode na invite friends na bomode na like page no na ye discuss modesty, dignity or indignity. Last week, your bomode share what is modesty, and I said why even discuss that topic. I didn't hear pan here say a casafa and we say was a pakeni ma menya ntiase say mpa niema ekoso na etwagu we ase no I am say nipa any bio nipa ayi omani nipa fi omani e won ahosiesie mu nyakopon so o interested ye hwe Genesis chapter 3 nyakopon interested o ahosiesie mu na ye hwe Bible passages even Exodus our Bible no kire yen ahosiesie ho ade na ene ne ye to aso na osepakani a menene ye adwuma na oye me yonku dwuma yini Derek Danso na nu mei wagina ko studio onua akwaba
ya mini ya weda aspa
na apomu
onyankopɔ adaroma bibia bɔkɔ na wo so
nso mu last week no ye hyase a na ye hwɛ modesty na ye discuss na ye hwɛ why modest why talk about modesty ye kasafa ho bebiri se ne be boy bibi wo ho last week ye kan ya obetimi e dia starting up
okay ye ka modesty na this particular subject of ye di hu nkomo sisi modesty no ade a mpem mebre entire anase ye entire ka ho asem if you say a very very sensitive topic and anytime you want to discuss modesty no people's eyebrows are lifted and then na oba be kan enti ama preachers bebre entire person obedi hu nkomo adentia se wo ka modesty ho asem na wo ka na wa nkan yi a obi betime agya asore and after so o kana se wa anya careful so a anya se obi beja asore nko aha topic at time amanfo ebufu ntem
sensitive topic
very sensitive
very emotional
very emotional nti say ebia me sure say preacher bi akoka bi da ma atemdidi onya enti e no so onka ho asem bio ana say ebia oka ho asem wie no obi oben no na obi oben no nso ye bi nti na akwaye say na say wa asem a wo ka no o ya emuturo mojo wa na wo kan ba obi a oben wo no as ono nso ye bi ba untimi nkan enti ama nipa bebre na ntimi nkan but there was say nipa bebre eti ase ne say whether say obi oben obi eye bi ana say obi a onben obi ye bi no does not make it right or wrong ana say whether say preacher for be ka ho asem ana say preacher for nka ho asem it doesn't also make it wrong or make it right. What makes it something right or wrong? Say ye fa onyankopon asem near the toto niema ye ho enne a ne bi say so papa ana say bone enti sa topic we say so da makoma so pan ye if you say a Christopher bebre pese omo ye the right thing omo hye ntade a ese na fata but eto de bia na confusion kakraba say ebia me kodina obi nu owokunu onu ni kunu kodina atade bia no fa nko na me share we say aketesia bi yes o ko dinner na o yes o ko dinner dress no ra boutique o say yes dinner dresses na sensen ho no yidi o pe na wa sha ase no go through ntade no oyi di obey oyi ya na e wa pa no na ti se no ya wa mesi ni sisi ya wa na ti na ba mesi as we ti ho no sa no ena nanim say no so ya wai mwa besi be say but tin come on material no so pa platform ena oga say there be on pewe ena ma me say ofoforo wo ho no eno so na etietia chese ne sira hungu ho ena ekata ne top no kama na o say eno so on pe na o say na foforo be biem ne o na say o de wo no no on check it oyi we no this was the perfect dress guess what the perfect dress na bibia kama no free asie ebeka close to ne sre ne groin ahasero ya wema ba besi ho enso atade ne so pa atade na efe pa enti question am nya ni say enti say dinner dress no onya na so onye ne de enti woman no yie na wa anya careful a enti person che say Christopher nko dinner na there be me Christopher there be a sensitive issue and nothing ye di ho comment. What I would suggest and I would say ni say ye shen common ase no akomambra form ye wura Bible ni entie de Nyankopon asem e wo maye if you say no our society has been sexualized. I would always say this, our society has been sexualized. Nanse ya ore billboard moye my bet ni sa betting companies anka brother ka betting companies die obi go twa bet anka fa oba oda billboard so say
yeah
but enne no hwe billboards a mo yes advert a no oba bi da no achia no kakra na either say or show the breast part bi ana say
ne chia kire
o ne chi na kire every part no sha atade o but adenti no mo yes advert because sex like omo hu ni say we yes na and they understand that is immodesty. They understand that is sexual. And say you are careful and some they come one certain part be man come where ye di. And me can say be for me basis why I say now people are not ashamed anymore. And yet them kwa I walk free rating be but e come say and no I so easy and so close to us say is one obi asiesie no nkwan enye so wo na agwagwotwe na adwe abaso no you are the bad person. And it reminds me of a passage in the Bible in the book of Judges, Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 15. So we permit am ya
Jeremiah chapter 6
verse 15
so afei anu abaso a point out to jumedie so ana egu otwagu no say on like ya won dey like ana say unsubscribe to channel so won dey subscribe na enwanu ntimi mba live se ne be betimi asua de na o comment bia nso obetro egu ase no meka ama se o mi ehu kwa ntrema enu kwa de meka ama o question so I drop here and am say live show ni ntino e betimi abomoden ni akenkan ho na yeyi ano enso ama Jeremiah chapter 6
yes verse chapter 6 verse number 15
they say were they ashamed when they committed abomination? No, they were not at all ashamed, nor did they know how to blush. Therefore, they shall fall among those who fall. At the time I will punish them, they shall be cast down, says the Lord.
It's interesting, say, somebody would say, why go for Jeremiah 6 verse 15? The picture of what was happening in then Israel is no different from what is happening here. I would say version 2.0, an updated version, happens is here with society. There's cause so brea Israel for person. And no nene cause so ya bon home prebe edu and cause so and the context of this test would help us understand a lot of say they were they ashamed when they committed abomination? No, the answer is no. It's a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
They were not ashamed. In what sense? Yeah, to us way. No, they were not at all ashamed. Nor did they know how to blush. Say, yeah, first somebody blushing. I would, if you would permit, I would quickly read the definition out. Say, you can say somebody blushing. What that means to blush. It deals with say obi a fairy baby. So you can say obi blush here. Just say
oni aniwo obo aniwo dua.
Just say and it's so serious. Say ya amfa akomapa ne odo amfa nkasa nkomo ya amfa ndisa nkomo we ya. That is the point where many people have gotten to. People are no longer shy of shamefulness. And it's all your Christian na ye dis nkomo we ya. Make sure so be careful. E was that because mechanics are to say anka oba hu siesie de ana bema hu siesie mpo e osenka e papa no enne nipa bi blushing the sense my example obi wetimi akogina public na or smoky oni aniwo ana say
baby a tro cra say no smoking ma say no smoking sa ho na obetimi
gina on man as smoky no asa kwa asa TikTok ya ka ho sa de abeto social media. I say I think
social media, you know, the hands of Bokoso. okoso abohun se manfo eyi omo ho sebi omo yi omo sebi omo poku ya omo sebi omo to ho
the better
agree na the better
and it's even heightened so uko Twitter, Instagram, these two platforms. Twitter and Instagram
dey mean say because Twitter uko na wa hwe na obo search no a o dey
search any how
mo say nyoma e be ba
locality dey ekoso pan no muma a lot of feed. And they just me bought Twitter and so they say people on Twitter who say who to me this guy is identity
on Twitter.
Obi will say wakofa oba bi di ba na be man na behind account no. Obi also oba na especially omo football matches near there na ebi a Chelsea ni we na eba na wa claims wa share Chelsea for atade na say na wasiesi no de be gina on ma wo portray no. You know what? Just have a track on crampo no. And member baako send me message bi oka che me say before upon church no na onya Twitter notification in churo ya the account notification say 30 minutes before church began I masturbated to this level no em fa no ho eniwo bi ani ho enti wa churo we boldly e dia ba esa dia beto ho knowing say adeyan Mabeka say live your life the way you want to live it.
Memo be in shell so. Be happy with life. Inti so be happy with life. Memo be in chiro there.
Yes. Memo I'm even wondering why Sani pay workers so kwasore. So be in chiro there papa there na o kwa there. You get it. And so because of that level inti no, edidia ba do point be say Sani Jeremiah pensionate they could not blush anymore. Say adi we ya adi bone yefa ne say me no tell din komo. You be surprised say you betimi abisa question e wo comment section on sisi ya say ebia ye de 10,000 cedis ebia wo nam kwan so kroma na hu say obi 10,000 cedis e da form wo be fa na wo fa
eno be generate argument so ne kwa de radio so mutaye da
ebenya argument adentia obi we catch you say okay what if say on agro ba kwa man for din say okay ebia abrantie wo ho no ma wo no namfofo na wo ho na namfofo je so obi ani fie na ketesi ebia ba be srawo na nsuo to ntia ketesi no ontumi nkone ma mi fie na
die na be
ini yeshe na mi say comment section no die na be ebia nipa no ye ebia minim na wonim ninti o ntwero. But your social platform what this guy in identity
be dia grow.
Hey, obaka say hey, na yama nyankopon ye wadom yama osekan anam ne da ho dwa no area o say manako. And that is the level and people don't care anymore. And to say yeah Christopher na ya anya careful we will fall into that trap. To the extent say amana didia ama meaning Christopher sisters be brea because of dressing
yeah, and we carry along with emotions, you know, but I think a startup point on the emotions, you know.
Yeah.
Imagine we see Bible passage be 2 Peter.
Okay.
2 Peter chapter 3.
2 Peter 3.
Yes, verse number 1. Peter say, beloved, I now write to you this second epistle.
Yeah.
In both of them, I stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance or reminder. Peter say, when the cat to me, and I will travel. But cat to me, no, Emubia, no, a person in Kenya, and my journey. Christianity is about stirring up your mind, not stirring up your emotions.
Yes.
You stir up your mind for you to think through things I can. It's addressing the account once more. We are just trying to look at the Bible. What is the Bible saying?
Yeah.
Not, oh, you are hurting me, and I say you are judging me, and you are mean, you are being judgmental, you are being careless, you are being foul with your language. That is not the goal. The bottom line is in Christianity we stir up minds by way of reminder. Say you Kenya in the pagini. Say
yes.
By way of reminder.
That means that they know.
Yes.
That means as Christians we know.
Yes.
And it's just a reminder. Say anybody to be rating me fear there. And yes, there is no shame in changing a lifestyle. So when you say idea be a way no, and your papa na say akonya wo so be say feel. There's no shame in it.
Yeah.
I think it's a saying that it's only fools who refuse to accept correction. Obia Sebi na dwen anya adwuma na o correct na o on pese obeji atum. So wo nam kwan bi so na say obi hu say ade a wo ye die e do be call say na o direct na wo so dwen ho na ade a nipa yeken no cry. Also making some changes.
Yes,
also making some changes.
Also making some changes. Yeah, baba. Now, yeah, my your question last week. Yeah, end the year. The person you pick it up and they say, what constitute nakedness? Yeah, can't naked.
Yeah.
But what constitute nakedness? I feel no about CHARIOT TV. So yeah, kasa about modesty, dignity or indignity. On point out to do media so. And do subscribe to CHARIOT TV. I'm more than subscribe to your channel. Your YouTube, your Facebook now search it. CHARIOT TV pay ebeba like page you know na wa share wa follow now also have invited friends. You see Facebook you can invite friends to like a platform and you can invite your friends to like the platform say na ebebo asa wonya ya bomodi na it doesn't cost much and consume and say okay so post video no to wallpaper and Facebook ko a wonya mfunso ana en consume the ebe say be nipa ekwanya no mo so wetimeti Nyankopon asem na Nyankopon asem aduro wasum na meche etiefo adwena so say YouTube so yo ho okwa so CHARIOT TV o YouTuber ubenya ntie na aboa na so etimi ahwe videos o YouTube so my young koso what constitute nakedness?
Okay, say ye ka say nakedness ye bo so say sane me no tia ye di nkomo ya no me nsa ho gu ho and non say my hands are naked in the sense flesh no bibia enkata so eno ne ye ka say naked yet ya say onipa ye flesh na ye wona ye mfa hwe enkata so enti say ye ti say no say ye nkata ye enti so ya so ye nkata ye na so ye kon ye nkata ye kon ye na ho ye nkata ye nan oti ya say once a go say ya no it said say it's naked in general sense but in the context of nkoma ye di no menya sure say sanka ye nsa ho ene ye kon ho ene ye ti ho ne ye ka say ye naked anka ba betena be di nkomo yi anka ne nko bi enu hu asem but rather ye body part bi a ye sensitive ye wo ye body part bi a Bible no ka say enye presentable to the general populace etwetwe akono na ansa ne ye behwe saa ne we say no na me twe adwe agina so say de ye di kan no eye obi a ho asem na ne ye ka say ewiase no mblashe eyampa but we your Christoni dia just what submit to bibi so what you so your Christoni dia na what dia to say o tu ana ma obi a eye different from Canadian no enti say wiase hu nioma nyina kwan we say so dia wo Christoni no enye sa kwan na na so hu nioma no Christians are supposed to be different enti we are Christoni a na say bia you are battling with this question of na nkoma mu di there you should understand say we are different enti no we are going to take our authority from the Bible. Now you can nakedness I read the Bible last week we read the passage that's Exodus chapter 28 yes and come back near verse 42 that passage makes it easier for us to know what the Bible means by nakedness in
Exodus chapter
28 verse number 42
verse 42 I say you shall make for them linen trousers.
Okay. Where I saw for no answer no okay but no maye a principle of nakedness. No, yes.
I say you shall make for them linen trousers to cover their nakedness.
Okay.
They shall reach from the waist to the thighs.
They shall reach from the waist to the thighs. So ye can nakedness as abia we enye covered. It is seen as nakedness. Chese what about the and in addition to we remember we so last week now so no ye the infonibi kire meaning say producer that so was our image ne dia ye the infonibi kire na ye kire bra Nyankopon esiesie nipa ho garden nim no okata nipa ho free ne kon okay okata nipa ho free ne kon ekopem ne nan kokom and I said just below the knee sa na Nyankopon ye hu dress na ode ye nipa no say na eti enti so what dress na Adam ne yiri Eve edikata won ho a eno na ye apron no the oman kasa de kata won ho no eno na ye Adam ne Eve de kata won verse 11 no or say they were naked and they used what apron covering just to cover their
leaf be and they so fig tree a covering
exactly so they said they were naked right and who the naked now kata say one sans constitute naked and said the hair kind there I don't know one kata nsa sexual parts no and why would they even want to do that? It triggers something. And so we I would say another nakedness classification. But one other place in Swa last week boss covering this entire portion of your body. Because me who confirm in Swa sometimes or say oh mami we jane fusuka crack no the ring
crop top
washa crop top no the ring kakra bi ahye ho say oh I mean so wakata no wakata soro akata na say enti nya botre kakra ne hade the story is told of two ladies no mutifie omo odema na omo ti so bi bod punu kokoko e wana na omo ye sisters too penyina abofra ena omo nyina edu omo penyin fie so ba ko enyin che ba ena penyin no ena te hall ena abofra no ewo inside na o she ne e kan say bibi ti say ne night wear bi sa ena o ka kire ne sister penyin say oh on CSC ni hunti ne sister ne nkonko check ni papra owo gate na no ne sister na also ya ko check because on dress ye nti no also man ne sister say ne sister ni mu nko no ne sister na o kwa ko bie do na manipa na ono o she hot sa pants no hot booty shorts ni bi e no she crop top o compare sa booty shorts ni crop top na nka ne sister ni ko bie puno pan campus was ono no according to her ni mommy address do. And it's so sudden.
But to add something, I think say by and large, you know, the world people we look up to the fashion designers to define what is appropriate to wear, not the Bible.
That's true.
You see, a program be echo and the what IDBA and our campus that IDBA that forms the basis of determining what is right and what to wear and what not to wear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interjecting for a reason. A lady when the shade, there was a time, no Saturday very popular amongst the ladies. Sa omo atadi bi me friend no boxer shorts. I say underwear. I say my underwear, omo tight ones, underwear, omo
yes.
And you realize first part yeton sanema we fie in oboase yeton underwear singlets vest ne sanema and those days no who say oba kotosa underwear ni bia underwear enti me I forgotten the year na mo university I think second year or first year and when the shape koye show bi and no she sa you know I was dumbfounded. I was like hey sisi no mutimi the underwear nyina ekokoye show and obi ka che me say share no, I said, really? What's the difference between the ocean and the underwear I ton shop? No? What's the difference? Until later on, I think 2-3 years down the line, in the university, now it's common.
Yeah, common.
I'm on my top and down crab. Ube human no a penny. Ebia colors be colors. Not down so colors are tight one pa just like an underwear, not in the number thing. What's the difference? Because fashion designers say now you can wear that one outside. How?
And not to even to cut you more. But interestingly, also, I think I read a post I think a year ago. Might be and I'm saying, you see, then I make us say if the basis are in your Bible,
yeah,
you see, say and maybe our formal definition in your Bible, then you end up in trouble because last time we did publication, maybe at the court, I think Germany or one of the European countries said, Omuma Marquin, now Omuko Bicha, Omuko topless.
Oh, okay.
Topless, top. Like as a
no bra.
In a typical beach, maybe as a bra covering them. So they took that up because their issue is that SI is discriminating against them. Yes, a courier to the court to the sense. I think the court argued judgment and was a 3-2 affair. The omuchi three ladies, and omu prosecute but court in part 3, I can say you're wrong. A man to me call topless. No, 2 no. Why not? The men money there. Why can't we allow them to?
So that is where the argument comes. Oh, say man, they make me topless there, and yet they can go all naked, and it's there today as we speak.
Yeah.
There will beach, baby, we are saying, and now a nude beach. Nude beach. Oh, now. So I'm highlighting this because sometimes when you be moving command, now they want to just be giving argument upon argument, especially our dear ladies. When they make us about dressing pay now. Arguments, I shall say, but I say, Obama scenarios. People, if you, when we get to the Bible more, we will see, say, He knows the end of things before it starts. Into the principle, it's an eternal principle. But, oh, yes, oh, you are too smarter. Yes, oh, when you tip here, upon church. Thinking, say, oh, at first, the argument was that, oh, they can use this small brasha drag besi. No more they are the beggar say also make us a pen. No, they are two the breast is to say. And then also a katasu. I don't get it. Also a katasu no them. And then you need so it is that judge or more fight say they can go topless. So more the idea is a pen with katasu there and then that's what katasu. Wakata there. Oh, so it is our the futility of our minds. But young Kai say we are Christian. 1 John 2, verse 15. Or can be beach there. Sometimes we should not downplay it. Say kakra.
1 John.
1 John 2, verse 15.
1 John chapter 2, verse number 15. Or say, do not love the world.
Enti a Christopher form. And you say yenim WhatsApp. And I say, and you say,
yenim
life bo. And I yenim the akoso.
And I intend yentivias.
Yenim the akoso we are say. But as a man, Yankupon catching I say we should not love the world. Okay, we should not love the world. And you say we are saying we upia bontiana. When we know when we are saying yes, I net here. Or kasa about a fee.
The sinful world.
Yes.
Do not love the world or the things in the world.
I didn't know say we should not love the world or the things in the world. Yet Michelin say, what about time come and we say, yeah, use phone. Samsung, and we say Samsung people or Samsung no or a Church of Christ member. Sorry. I can't be emphatic. Sorry. Enti yenja phone use ana ye use laptop probably we are phone po na
there are things of this world
enti no na Bible kan ho asem ana there be so Bible say won't Bible ase enye no na Bible kan na ose say
if anyone loves the world and the love of the Father is not in him.
Wow, this is emphatic. Or see, if anyone loves this world, the love of the Father is not in him, which means it's specific, talking about something. But
for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh.
And what we are seeing now is placed under these three categories. 1,
the lust of the flesh.
The lust of the flesh.
The lust of the eyes.
The lust of the eyes.
The pride of life.
The pride of life.
It's not of the Father, but it's of the world.
So, Sanyoma of the world, first one, lust of the flesh. Hefana sa lust of the flesh ni free. The last week na make man share down going to detail. They say kasa about dressing na. Yes sisters, omo try some better memasi. The entire kasa omo try some better memasi. They say yes sisters, when they are plea they ba munche. You don't understand us. You don't understand how a member your psychology work. I told you, you blame us and we don't understand you. Sometimes men don't understand you, and we are trying. Tom books, so you understand ladies. Now, ladies should try and understand men, and the Bible answers that question for us. The lust of the flesh. So, lust of the flesh wants to so many people are having problems and challenges with the lust of the flesh, and also the
lust of the eyes. And the pride of life.
Obi na can ask them say, "Bema be our eye problem," and I see ladies laugh over it, and I go like, "Yeah, because you don't understand." Obi be a question. Dear ba dinti na be wo say oba bi twem na mema 5 et ho hwe ball. Chelsea Real Madrid dey ball. Tournament serious just obi ani da so. Marketesia bi metwem na undress indecently and immodestly. No on metwem no onko. the moment akitesi ade kono obi kura betimi ato chacha say me guess say nipa be say member be say 5 out of 6 e betwa omani ahwe oba na ansa na to abo no mo hwe so yes or no adentia by the design of men Nyankopon designing member in that way so that when it comes to the wife husband relationship it would work there. So God permits it. Look at the book of Proverbs. I think if we should read that. Nyankopon specifically mentions a husband, let the breast of your wife satisfy you. Yes or no, preacher?
Yes.
Bible neka, but to be do aketesia ne at Proverbs chapter 5 verse 18 to 19.
Proverbs chapter 5.
Yes. So understand the context of the maker. Yes, you get me wrong. Proverbs chapter 5 verse numbered 18 to 19. The Bible ne kafa. Yes.
Verse number 18 to 19.
Yes.
Let your fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of your youth.
Rejoice with the wife of your youth. Abranti or kasachira branti ento aswe.
A loving deer and a graceful doe. Let her breast satisfy you at all times. And always be enraptured with her love.
Always be enraptured with her love. This is to married people. I'm married for one time, okay. But Ubedu one hour Wareswa. Matthew chapter 5. Theo, please don't get me wrong. To the Wawareno, the Bible can ye. Okay, don't Wareno. Matthew 5. Verse number 28. Bible says
28 say, but I say to you, whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery.
Now, but what would now worry anybody? Oh, heck, a crab, yes, man. Hey, yes, son, auntie. The Wareno, or still have pleasure with your wife.
The wife, but other people, they also ask them.
Hey, ask them. And you don't know what trash on. There are limits. Like I said the last time, what PF Uber house, what we do them, Uber be CSC one, there be, and now Kwakoda won't share a suit, now they are Kwakoda, there be. But location, context, third parties, all these things count. All these things count. It is a heard the issue of what constitutes nakedness. We all know what nakedness is. Leaving your sexual parts out there, including your thighs. I mean this point people is to that extent where Christopher will have issues with it.
Yeah,
but it's part of the sexual part of your body. It's part of it. And sometimes I feel when people start wanting to argue more about thighs issue, then you look at prostitutes.
Yeah,
look at prostitute. A prostitute knows what definition of nakedness. Obey kakra na or they are attractive customers. Na nkanesere dey nke fa ho bay, but a business no. So we should understand from some of these angles.
That's we should understand from these angles. As I feel no journey I point out you so. Na the ka ho asem no modesty, dignity or indignity. I know ho asem ana yaje akonya numre ya ye percent twese mu. Say unsubscribe to your channel but body na subscribe. O share YouTube, o share Facebook you know. Obetimi subscribe aboy join CHARIOT TV page no say beboa you call live obetimi enyante so subscribe to your YouTube channel so I call YouTube o search CHARIOT TV on YouTube eba no like no subscribe na wa follow yen na aboa nso ama the content so nya ma men kan some few comments bi aba
okay
brother set junior watch say ntampede let it be concerned about Blacku and familiar songs. I see great topic. We have to protect our dignity. Okay, I think Joseph Anaba, good. I'll say I think I get it. Yeah, Joseph Anaba. I'll say if God was concerned about our nakedness in the beginning, then we need to be serious. And Joe Mensah-Bonsu to fire room. We'll drop a comment or comment section or making camera or questions now drop here or comment section or making kind na panelists and so to me I discuss na etimi abo am what ho say your passage out in the Bible and particularly in the New Testament are talking about modesty now.
Yes, there is one key verse and as a verse is a kasafa and not just that one, there are several of them. Nyankopon epese oka bibi ma eyemra and I say edimu he doesn't need to repeat it more than once.
Okay.
But if he repeats it twice, it's serious. But if he repeats it 3 times, then you should know that issue is very, very serious.
Passage based,
1 Timothy 2.
1 Timothy chapter 2.
Verse number 9. 1 Timothy 2, verse number 9. And this passage, let's get to the passage. I've heard a lot of interpretations to this passage where we have explained it in relation to things that are small and others. But let's look at what the passage says.
Passage say, 1 Timothy chapter 2,
verse number 9.
Verse number 9 say, in like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Inti say ye fa nen kakra. O say sara nso na just na bibi ikoso. No we dey address mema. Our verse number 8 concerning say bedu asafo mu na ye pe obi amane di asafo nanim won paibo mu a ye nkofre sister Mary. There be ye fresh sister ama sister ama wo medi enim ni ye mom pae. There be enti we cry one indication be boa me ehu say asori bi did Nyankopon hyehye ka so. We one clear passage verse 8 no. Bible verse no say sara nso na manfa eni a ewu ade ensiesie won ho.
Okay.
Enti sa ni ewu ade na na ka Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 15 say Jeremiah penso na Israel for no na won ani ewu ade bi omru ene sa na tie ena Nyankopon asem o kire yen say etwa say manfa ani ewu ade obebisa ade na wanka mema wa na o ka ma because say ye can on a scale of 1 to 100 between a man and mema baby a issue work ese a enye mema
oh part music video music video abeje you judge for yourself that man address here a share ne bag here a ne ntade kakaka akoba no na oba na she bikini janchen na wa she pant ne bra e janchen eno anu
pepe it is an issue that not from now. It's been an issue, and it's because men are attracted by sight. So many and who say you may now at the men are chain.
Though men may be a modest.
Oh yes,
but majority of the issue has to do with women.
Yes, perfectly said. Perfectly said. Now, aside that, was saying, adorn themselves with modest apparel.
Modest apparel, with propriety and moderation. Not with braided hair or gold or pearl or costly clothing, but which is proper for women professing godliness with good works.
Let me explain what this verse is not saying. Then we look at what it is saying.
Okay.
I don't know if you have heard. I once heard somebody interpret this verse, the verse 9 and 10, in a very weird way that caused me to be like, whoa, this is complete error. What did the nipa kind? Nipa say, Nyankopon say we your bar, me moti, we your bar, me sha wig, we your bar, men ke kan samore, we your bar, men nails, we your bar, men makeup, men come makeup, men come makeup, men to anu. Oba debi o say nye mesawo enti ukobo eya ukoye utia why bone. I was like, Bible ni na use the same Bible and answer obi dey different. What chire meti enye sa na Bible ni kan say oba ntimi nkonkoye ni ti obi say Bible kura ka say tia nti ukotwe utia why bone. Quotation ni we o say 1 Timothy 2 verse 9 me pa cho. The Bible is not talking about that. But what the Bible is talking about in this text here is modesty, moderation, and a propriety. These three words, so one shining so obey mistake. You remember 18 so near can one say more. But first one, I say they should be modest.
But they should dress with modest apparel.
Say you can say modest apparel. Adia, but can say decent. Uzo ka say omufe ni ewu ade enti se me de ni ewu ade esiesie no mesiesie me ho say yemfa we say enkwhye context of nkoma yedi last week say 2 Corinthians 2 verse 14 Bible say o Kristo ni e wo so hutu nka we ye bemo we ye oba o e wo so hutu nka me ya Kristo ho nka enti nka me ba de ma betra studio ha say no we da so me kasampo no na obi ote edan no eti no ha na hu say Osha danso ayo Christoni and I said oha danso you be modest without danso even opening the mouth to talk. And the sister me bisa question atade e ne wo hye ana atade asisi a wo hye no se wo de ti abonten a me bisa question obi hu na unya mpom bie wa no mpom kasa ya nipa de betimi akasa sister e die na ho siesie ne ye kama obi betimi akasa na ana wo de emfa ho se emfa ho de ne na what say the Jeremiah kind you don't blush and I say when you ade and that's the question you should be asking yourself. Obi say, but why should I be concerned about what people think about the way I do things? No, God is concerned about it. Christians are supposed to be concerned because we are a letter the world reads. Also, who too?
Yeah, krata ni patin kind.
Sir, and krata de actual any kind. Enya krata ne babe krata say, the actual one na make kind. It is the actual Kofi is a boy, Kofi is a girl. I don't know make kind. Etuma tena no na wa nkasa sister ona hu nyina guwe wo de o bag try say wo di si wa wo brei no wo yi free ho no wo say ona hu guo na afa say what open
na wo kan na to so na wo hu anu na
eno nkasa wo tibu anu kan bobu for but and the people don't blush enti obeja osabeja kan say bie ni dem kura sa aka ho enti it was said sometimes onim say when I was teaching Hope College one thing at Hope College is very known for. They say your desk Hope College is being covered. Who's a normal school classroom desk, chair and a table. Na space wo ni mutu bi do na fa opie no. Your tables ni no ma blocky. E ho ni na obia table ya blocky no. And I think say the other place and who be a K University. Oko certain lecture theaters omo table and chair no. Ye silly enim ni nyina guess adentia
omezo man for so
a man intia and the psychology is that so you a teacher na my say so kira de we a teacher we jire nim o kira we kiro Archimedes principle and as we kiro Newton's laws of Newton's equations of motion S is equal to ut plus half at square we twa we ni na ketesie school ni akwara o de waye ne na ho de to orum no wa na be sha ase aka we go till law of rotation this of Archimedes principle adentia it's attractive you know it's attractive and untina it has to be blocked but you know say sometimes some students ni obomode kwa potimi yi ne na fa nche no wa obi na ka na asem wa yi ne na ho kakra no or the teacher onim de oye or the teacher ni no teach student to adentia say also say won nya hwia adentia student ni yes or the teacher ni no to one say as teacher ni need student we hwehwe ho anyway e ho de sha se free or the nine na tweno until we should open our eyes and be very honest with ourselves when we are discussing some of these issues because the Bible when it comes modesty it's talking about decency. The next word propriety also carries the same idea. The same idea Nana it comes with say to be moderate. I think he used it even in the next verse. Moderation. In what sense? Unsana ye kasa about eti. Ye kasa about ensa. Ye kasa about obi kana no obi yemeka. The Bible no anka no and the makanda. But what this test advice principle the man say. You don't in this verse it was talking about overdoing things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, didn't want to
but a lot of times we use this verse to explain little, but the real the context of the verse was talking about the ladies in Ephesus using too much. No, almost but this is a situation where you have to be moderate. Church and without a word, nipane kasano. Obia be sister na akopin so obi de bebia okon atade obia be hye ono nko ahya obia be na akopin bebia okon adentia ne nsa no waka ni yellow ne nsa ni nyina yellow ena we ni nyina waka we nyina red ena on say on nsa na omko hye no naturally obi wo no ma ompesa ade no say obe kwakwohye odwa ompe ene ye ne choice uti ase but obi nso to mission in sana it is a memory ya unhu hwe kama obi nso be hye on na ase ode ko hye so fresh na no eno ana ewo ho no ode ko hye so fresh na no eno ana wo nti ne length ni be sese enti ono ka se ni oh dabi it's too much be moderate. Another one enime o mekeke makeup enye wrong good but be so to me overdo makeup no na sister
rich makeup na o chama
ebroso there was a time me who lady be or department she say makeup ni pone abon take on anima ubedu ni ha as a for stairs no staircase no feel level back no another level I'm not insulting her and ladies ni bi it was too thick you can see say the hand na corn and the hand na black no you should be moderate by moderation doesn't mean say one thing about makeup and so they say Jonathan no matter what you do what the makeup can when him say kakra enye no na ye ka say because I also know people who say once and anima sitan kwa de bone bra na botre moderation is needed. Another one hair obi ba ebia ye ba sorry ana oko program bi ore mo bia be hu so no for ye pro advert bi Vodafone no mo cause I think Tigo na Vodafone one of them advert no girl no call ebia obi di fufuo kakra bi na next thing ya ma di fufuo bebre why ni ti kakra bi next thing na ni ti no bebre ena girl ba ko ba no ni ti no e be cancel ho no ade moderation we should be moderate in terms na Bible ne ka ho asem have you observed something from this text say this text has not mentioned skirt this text has not mentioned trousers this text hasn't mentioned straight dress hasn't mentioned a bikini or lingering or all some kind of way. But how then do we draw the line when it comes to all these things? I'm sure we'll talk about that in a jiffy. But one last thing I make on this part, verse number 10. Or say verse 9 and also not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly clothing. And people say na say Bible na can emphatic say enye etibo enye mesawo enye sike enye ade e wo buom. One thing you should be careful when they say costly clothing is relative enye objective. You can say sike e wo atade e wo boa enye relative because e relative e bia mimitie atade e makokoto amakoche mimi dia me koto no chale ade ne boade pound na tadi na me koto na e bia fa ne se me to no 60 cedis me say 60 cedis ya chale ne boade o na obi tifie o se dan so pa 60 cedis na ne boade no anopa oyi 60 cedis ne lawyer fair enti wo 60 cedis na ko tata no fuma no ana oba bi okoko tata de okoto atade ne ba ya no atade ne cost e bia 200 cedis na mimi shia na me say na 200 cedis na de koto atade ba ko ahye u says ka o e bia sa ni pa no every week bia baby onye sika free no onya more than 1000 cedis every week enti 200 cedis nya ni sika enti wo de wo hia e be kasa kire ne say
o says ka
e hia na o de kasa asem no o to point na say ye wo bia minimum bia or from the mofrosty mo nyina or on tata less than 100 cedis da impabwa banku mpabo Air Force banku bi ni atamashe sa ko de be sie no fugazi for this corner bro ye banku ye ni sa impabwa ye ko bend down boutique ye ko pashe ye mwato minimum bia onye bi da na tade at least price 100 cedis. And you go get a pay say, Uko Tom Pabua, 20 cities, no money a book. Hey, Bray, what I say, Sika ye relative. But then the Bible can once and one. John chapter 6, John 6, verse 27.
John 6,
verse 27.
John chapter 6, verse number 27 says, do not labor for the food which perishes, but for the food which endures to everlasting life.
And you may if that's what it means, because don't labor for the food that perishes,
but for the food which endures to.
And the verse will also say, do not verse 9 also say, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly clothing. It is your ladies will share pure gold. Ebi share pure gold as chain. Uni scar no ko to the spray mu go no so dia abole or town and also you okay
call back for the
and also you fine ni nyina e come on the answer I mean who say ni on point ring here where the wakoto ashe any amanfo here where the motor to say
they pure good
so
feel good
how many carats
I think 24 carats
hey and then you go anymore
me 1,000 carats ko meto ashe
oh nice e just at the corner who here anya sir no correct obi so to me afford 24 carats ya wato ashe where ya ga obi sha bonjo bebo aji o okay obi so to me afford 24 carat gold and fan share gold no dey show obi so to me fan share enti ne ono ba ko silver obi so to me afford silver no ba ko mokola no ko pe dey spray hu gold no no so ashe o to me ganje say hu here chen ana
yeah
you know yeah boy you name am town but the problem is say Bible they say not waiter don't assume say enya no na focus no no emphasis no I think the next verse no my emphasis no
the emphasis is on was it verse 10 was it
yes
which is
so what was any item or say but which is proper for women professing godliness with good works. And then maybe say question say my sister my dear friend question na maybe say on say enti ahosiesi a wo de kɔ asɔre enne ahosiesi a wo de kɔ ejuma ahosiesi a wo de kɔ class ahosiesi a wo de kɔ baabia a obi fufuro ehu no question na maybe say on say so does it profess godliness so when you are no anka hwe antino obi a ane eyampa men ka say you don't judge a book by its cover nyankopon asem ye kenkan we are judging a book by its cover so when you are no anka say will your dressing profess godliness sister had you and your dressing and profess godliness no and asabi we pushi unufu nyina ababegu suru say eni yehu bibia wo we obi say anase ohun ni nyina psychologist am ye ti ase say omo eye prostitute be no obekọ ashawolai na weja sabi we yi nufu nyina egu abontin o obi anye onye oyi kakra no dey atwon enti asamo can say half nakedness is more attractive than complete nakedness. So antia half nakedness and can you say anka complete nakedness more attractive chain half nakedness and could be a prostitute be dwan hu sa na the jinjina bonten but because omo kata bi no mu je bia more attractive o call lecture theater hono ma aketesia no beba no che say we jana we mu kakra ni mfimu kakra ne kokoso kakra no ye more attractive than say obeba kla no on shahwe o kwa enyo of because na die enyo do obadama na sa na obeka enti we should know that. Say Bible no say adia wa hye no does it profess godliness we bema o ko class atade hye pampi ati tiro
ko ba o name e beti
hey na think about nim pon ke beti mpo dia nka ne nke ye disiwo che say ni bema ni bibie hire ya draw abonten oh
sabi
okay o ka sabi mama Matias here
we jani nyina
we je sanete
adro
and another one ya omo mko beach any omo mko pool. And that's another argument. Say, enti Christo ni betimi akọ, and don't me nko. Meaning, I mean, I'm yet to go there. Very soon, but
on the verse, I don't know, John chapter 6, verse number 27 said, but do not labor for the food which perishes, but for the food which endures. The emphasis is on they coming after the battle. And I think the same thing works with the Timothy I would making. Okay, I say in like manner also, the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with propriety and moderation, not with braided hair, nor gold, nor costly, but which is proper.
The same construction, not with but. So it's the same idea. And when you say titles, bra Paul Chokata come titles concerning marine penifo no niam o nkyere mo nketesia wasafo nim no ye hwede o ka kire o Titles 2
so afenu abaso a ye bre na so pa on CHARIOT TV inti ebetwa gusesi a but one me say obon wode a hwe full video no e wie na ho full video na be boa oko YouTube so e ba beda ho now so sweat mashe na boa title chapter say
2 verse number 3.
Number 3 say the older women likewise that they may be reverent in behavior, not slanderous, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Now verse 4. They are teachers of good things, so good things, no?
That they admonish the young women to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, homemakers, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be blasphemed.
So one of the reasons why the word of God may not be blasphemed is for the women to be chaste. Within this word chaste, we get the idea of modesty. Enti say nyankopon asem yangu ho fewa ana say yangoro ho a na ewiasefo ngas no enye na Sunday okwa sorry ama enem poko internet so people can even make fun of Christianity say no amakopa picture of ebia the 90s no mafa 2022 almost ladies at church in 2001 ladies in 2022 only two pictures church pictures only I saw the picture this year a man there was 1990 no 2022 massiwa sa 22 man sa time na enter no medical club no ma shada mo dey abetina ho
no ma shada
abetina church and the preachers are quiet, leaders are quiet, elders are quiet because ebia elder bayebi ebia preacher bayebi ebia they are the empire youth leaders youth leader yebi
untimi nka da say efesi ho ma me say afen wa baso anya ma bibire atwa agu achi e point out o CHARIOT TV ye bre na ye be next week ye beje bre ni asa to aso nya peze nyema mu se na be beti e ho ase na aboan say one subscribe to your channel but and subscribe nyame pa next week ye be discuss the topic in details. Some subscribe to CHARIOT TV or more than subscribe to your channel or subscribe to your channel you call life for bit menyantie me obi send link mrew ansa na wa join link no there be obi send link mrew you call live usunyantie na aseda bebre enkoma menua dan so obetena ase na obe pese nyema ma ye se na be ya ebetimi ate ho ase na boy modesty dignity or indignity aseda so nkoma enwanu enya bre eba live na ebe share video no nya daje ba live ebe hwe content no nya daje ba live ebe like na comment se na be ya content no betimi akọ ma men kan comment ba ko mi bi abedi mi nchen wa ha Regan Jemfise yebu ase 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse number I think go 2 Bible passage to ana brother certain so I say are celebrities exempted from their modest dressing. This modest dressing, okay, as is the order of the day. The order of the day I think can I give a brief comment on that? A brief comment on that. Just 2 seconds.
Okay. With regards to no, they are not exempted from it. They are not exempted when it comes to modesty, but we should understand, say, like we said, Jeremiah 6 verse 15, some of our celebrities don't blush.
Yes.
Person many who are dear you. But some celebrities here, I say, many who are dear Baka obey music video day in Katesia Babe Jomi or Sabi or Motohone or Munufu one day children. Some celebrity, ya all money by Yebida. Adentia. What did you say now, Papa? Menya sure say, me besa me bobi adi ba me modi sa akọ de money ba titi ne ba ketwa titi a wonyini say odu e bia we di be 15 courses na titi address ne we yi sabi ne to ho ne nufu ho na o shade bi te pen e kata ne nufu so no we twa picture de be to social. I'm not sure say he will be happy with it. Even if he will be happy with it in poa and making it right.
Yeah.
No, they are not exempted. And as Christians, we are held to a higher order than them. So it's that they are not exempted.
Yeah, we are held at a higher order than the celebrities in Ghana. Na akonya abaisa na me ka say bomba dey na subscribe CHARIOT TV say na be ya call life obetimi enyantie nya me pa adondom ya next week you better be share biom on CHARIOT TV same time you be kasa biom on modesty dignity or indignity as dan so koma cameraman Abraham wadan dan dimedi say na be betimi call live na ma bibia akọ sound ni bibia akọ na etwa go adondom ya you be say share biom makram
Nyame